Hello lurkers, and hello all you archaeologists. I'm the John Struck, welcome to the proximity. I'm having an Eyes of Ara adventure. Now I won't lie, I looked up a hint to see what to do next, and it was incredibly obvious what I'm supposed to do next, because it's just like, there's another painting just over there. Were the paintings not here before? I don't understand how I missed the paintings. Like, so that's my favourite type of hint. Hey, there's just something over there that literally you should have seen. Oh yeah, so there is. I mean, that's... the only reason I bring this up is, one, because I don't like not telling people when I look up hints, and two, because the hint said underneath it, it's easy, it's just really tedious. just even the hints are like, ugh. So yeah, we've got to do this again. 1, 2, 3. That's already correct. Oh. So I'm just going to do this for a while. Oh, that was actually correct. Fuck. That's really annoying. Okay, that one was a lot easier. Do you like a rocket? Okay, so we don't have another one of those things. Oh, we already pressed that, didn't we? I think I must have gave up on this room because I did that, I pressed that, and then the light came on. It's weird that there's a date and I can't access that. Same here. Clearly it just wants me to interact with this, which I don't have the object for. Oh, there's a disc somewhere. No, we've established that it's not a disc, is it? It's a little mini sun. Which means it's either like a meta puzzle or just a bonus puzzle. Think I figured it out, and if I'm understanding everything right, I have to set the middle brick in the third row to the correct position last of all. Then the door should open. It's time to see what secrets crazy Catherine has been hiding. Going to try tonight once everyone is in bed. Maybe I can find something to scare Alex. Told him if he keeps tearing pages out my journal, a ghost to come and get him. Maybe I can make good on that threat. Mwahahaha. Middle brick in the third row. Okay. I've not seen any bricks that would apply to. As far as I remember. So I'm clearly missing something. See, it's interesting that it still lets me interact with this. That was already a part of a puzzle, wasn't it? And 60. This one's interesting. I don't understand what it wants me to do here. Table and a stall. Yeah, I don't have anything that fits that description. It's kind of a shame that this didn't provide any leads. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I do have to do the sun puzzle. It gives you another reward. So, I don't want that one, I want one of the other ones. Table with thing there. Fair enough. I looked that one up. I didn't think this was interactable. That's my fault. Oh, another fucking painting. No! Oh, fair enough. That one was a piece of piss. Yeah, I just didn't think they looked like they fit. Triangle, square, circle, left, right. What? Down, square, circle, up, down. Cool. Up, down. Cool. Another one of these scabbard looking things. Diamond. Don't know where my phone is right now, but it's like a tick like that. Oh, that was clever of you, John. Oh, hang on. Let's learn how to use the Steam overlay. F12. Yeah, I managed to open up a thing. Shift tab. Yep, that's literally the room I just left. Oh. I had solved it already, I just... Fair enough. Twins, Medusa, Eskimo. Taurus. That's Aries. Okay, I don't think it's that then. One more of those. M is 2. M is not 2. Sperm is 3. M is 2. Right, well, I mean, I have all the information I need, to be honest. Find that Aries later, I suppose. This is the room. Okay. Oh. That must have been accidentally set in the correct position. Lovely. Missing one. And for one of those stupid diamonds. There we go. Room jump. Nope, this was the right room. Cool. Oh, I love all these fucking things. Honestly, this one doesn't seem bad either. Unless it auto-twists. It's the auto-twisting that's really annoying. Um, that's wrong, but whatever. These could be clearer. The circles should be less, like there's, you can see a circle there. It's just, it could do with being actually clearer to see. Those two are wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. And just to check, neither of those on the ground. I believe that is there, which is kind of annoying, but what are you going to do, eh? I need to do that. Do that. Richard. That seems... I'm not confident that's correct anymore. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just put everything back to where it was. Okay, well that's his foot, so we're gonna need that. Hmm. drone. Astra and the children are leaving today. My sister is convinced that the lights are evil spirits that are looking to harm us. She says I have trapped the souls of the dead in cold mechanical shells. Now they are angry. We fought for hours before she finally gave up. She doesn't understand how important this is. How could she? She's never been able to appreciate the big picture. She's always been the sort of person to feel her way through life, living in the useless moment. What the fuck does that mean? I cannot leave this place. Now more than ever, my place is here with my research. Clementine took the news hard. She locked herself in her room for hours before finally coming out. She loves this place and is genuinely interested in all that I've been teaching her. She doesn't belong in some suburban street or some crowded city. She belongs out in the world, discovering its secrets. The Eyes will miss her too. They have become more active since she arrived here, more alive. Though I love to use that term in front of Astra, they spent more time observing her than anyone else. She does not seem to be troubled by their presence. Having her around has been of enormous benefit for my research. Will they become less active again once she is gone? There is much still to understand, so much to discover. Going forwards, one thing is clear. I have a lot of work to do. Souls of the dead in cold mechanical shells. Now there's a fascinating concept. I wonder. Nope, didn't mean to do that. A floppy disk. E05. Experiments and reasoning of the two voyagers. Micromegas slowly reached his hands towards the place where the object had appeared, extending two fingers, and withdrew them for fear of being mistaken, then opened and closed them like scissors. Skillfully seized the vessel that carried these fellows, putting it on his fingernail without pressing it too hard for fear of crushing it. Here was a very different animal from the first, said the dwarf from Saturn. The Syrian put the so-called animal in the palm of his hand. The passengers and the crew, who believed themselves to be lifted up by a hurricane, who thought they were on some sort of boulder, scurried around. The sailors took the barrels of wine, threw them overboard onto the Micromega's hand, and followed afterwards. The geometers took their quadrants, their sextants, their two Lapland girls, and descended into Syrian's fingers. They made so much fuss that he finally felt something move, tickling his fingers. It was a steel-tipped baton being pressed into his index finger. He judged by this tickling that it had been ejected from some small animal that he was holding, but he did not suspect anything at first. The microscope, which had barely distinguished a whale from a boat, could not capture anything as elusive as a man. I do not claim to outrage anyone's vanity, but I am obliged to ask the important men to make an observation here. Taking the size of a man to be about 5 feet, the figure we strike on the earth is like that held by an animal of about 600,000th of the height of a flea on a ball 5 feet around. I get it, he's small, he's big. Imagine something that can hold onto the earth in its hands, and which the organs in proportion to ours, and it may very well be that there are such things. Conceive, I beg of you, what these things would think of battles that allow a vanquisher to take a village only to lose it later. I do not doubt that if there was some captain of some troop of imposing grenadiers reads this work, he will increase the size of the hats of his troops by at least 2 imposing feet. But I warn him that it will have to be done. Would have been done in vain. That he and his will never grow any larger than infinitely small. What marvelous skill it must have taken for our philosopher from Sirius to perceive the atoms I have just spoken of. When Leeuwenhoek and Heartsoaker tinkered with the first or thought they saw the grains that made us up, they did not by any means make such an astonishing discovery. What pleasure Micromegas felt at seeing these little machines move, and examining all their scurrying, and following them in their enterprises. How he cried out with joy! He placed one of the microscopes in his hands of his travelling companion. I see them! They said the same again. Look how they are carrying loads, stooping and getting up again. They spoke like that, hands trembling from the pleasure of seeing such new objects, from fear of losing them. The Saturnian passing from excess of incredulity to excessive credulity. Thought he saw them mating. Ha! I have caught nature in the act, but he was fooled by appearances, which happens only too often, whether one is using a microscope or not. Is this actually what Voltaire wrote? I have a bulb now, in case someone is in need of one. These fucking things. Right, well I can't remember where I left the scabbards, but they're somewhere. I still need the thing on front as well. Access. Do you have any computer games? sorry, I'm being dumb. Not 1705. I'll keep that in mind as well. Gemini? This is certainly a weird way of doing this. If you just put a keyboard on the screen, that would have been a lot faster. Oh, it actually says Gemini there, and I'm being dumb. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Oh, it's behind a glass panel. Follow me. Clementine. Don't think it's going to fit. Either way, it's wrong anyway. Saturnus if it uses up. There might be a bonus puzzle. Okay. So it literally is the final puzzle. The problem is the game doesn't really indicate what I'm doing to solve it, like what's a necessary element. We're opening that glass panel and the game doesn't tell us what's attached to that glass panel. I think I got a disc though, so it does seem like I need the password. Dioscuri. Our eye. Ooh. The eyes have been... Oh, fuck, no. The eyes have been venturing out of the keep with greater frequency, and I find myself unable to keep them hidden anymore. Astra and Alex are uncomfortable around them, and I have been complaining of nightmare. At first, I have dismissed this, but lately I have been sleeping restlessly as well. I am beginning to suspect that the eyes are giving off some kind of signal. The imperceptible frequency. The effect appears to be getting stronger with time. Could it be the increase in numbers that causes this, or is the signal getting stronger? I shall begin investigating this immediately. This is an unexpected, fascinating development. While Astra and Alex have seemed frightened of the eyes themselves seem indifferent to them. But Clementine, on the other hand, they have taken a keen interest in her. She has reported seeing them far more often, and I have observed them flying into her room at night. This is fascinating, but she is beginning to ask questions and wants to enter into the keep. I'm not ready to let her into there yet. There is still much work to be done. She's a clever one, though. I have secured the door with the lock and locked the key in a case above my bed, and in turn secured that from this PC. That should ensure the door stays firmly closed for now. While I'm at it, I should secure the crawl space as well to keep Alex from getting in there where he shouldn't. There we go. That must be a bonus puzzle then. Because I believe this is everything I need to get to the next area. So yeah, there are a few things still here I need to investigate. But I'm happy to move on and let you go as well. But we've completed chapter 2. Have a quick look around. like a very quick look around. Chapter 3. There's chapter 3. We're not going to click on anything. We're just going to have a look around. That's all we're doing. And then I'm going to let you go. So we needed a couple of nudges, and then we could solve a whole bunch of puzzles, which is the nice thing. It just needs to flow nicer. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the John Struck. I've been having the Eyes of Ara adventure. I'm sorry, I can only do like an hour at a time with this. Farewell.